If you took, say, ChatGPT and said, please finish the sentence, the promise of large language models is that you put that in. So the first thing it does is it goes through and assigns a number to each word. And it no longer has any interest in what the word is. Now it's just interested in what the number is. Then it takes the words and puts them in categories. It's got enough information so it knows very broadly when someone is speaking about language, somewhere nearby the word tongue or vocabulary shows up. So it puts those in some vaguer buckets. Then it goes through and just looks at what the probability is that one word follows another. And in fact, this is the actual thinking that ChatGPT does. It just knows that the is probably the most likely. So now it's back to our problem, and it gets to they. We're asking it to finish the sentence. It knows that it's 60% odds that can is the next word. And it goes from there, word by word by word, until it finally, and this is completely done, statistically. ChatGPT has no idea what it just said. It's basically all a statistical construct. Doesn't mean it can't do very human-like things. I think one of the first jobs that is at threat is customer service representatives. And I think back to the example of McDonald's. McDonald's has been trying to automate their drive-through ordering system for probably 3 or 4 years at least, doing different things. And prior to that, remember, they used remote workers. They'd hire someone in North Dakota to man the drive-through in New York City because it's quite a bit cheaper. They've been fooling around with language recognition and verbalization several times. They've gotten the accuracy up to about 80%, but that's not good enough. McDonald's, I think, has pulled it off the market because I guess if you order one iced tea and you get 10 iced teas, it's, an unpleasant consumer experience. But the next step here is putting that ability to know what word comes next, along with language recognition, along with access to a huge database of answers to questions. And you could have a CSR that is so far beyond what we have today, and it's quite doable. And that, in fact, is one of the places, one of the applications that there's at least 5 startups in Silicon Valley working on this. It's the low-hanging fruit.